going?
Yeah.
Okay. So the hardtop is sold. In the previous clip where I was talking about the future plans for the Miata. So with that being said, the soft top down here needs to be put back on in order for me to sell the car. Pan. There's Emily. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a short snippet today installing a soft top for the people that don't know how to install one. It is really easy to install it once it's on the frame, but if you install a new soft top separately, there is a huge process you have to go through with putting it on the skeleton of the soft top, and that is a nightmare. I will never do one of those again, so we'll just be installing everything at once. Some of the tools you're going to need: 10mm wrench with a 10mm ratchet and a 12mm wrench and a 12mm ratchet. There's a 14 down there. I can't recall if you need a 14 or not. If you do have a trim panel kit, that comes in handy for like these rivets down here, because these things will break. It is bound to happen. They'll probably still break with these, but
It's like these,
yeah, these right here.
Little ones, yeah.
And then pop them out. There's like 12 of them around the whole upper parcel shelf, and just go through and remove all of them. Alright, so I did forget something. You are going to need a Phillips screwdriver. For these right here, we'll go ahead and open this door. So these caps go over the inside interior trim panels, and you have to access in them because there is 3 or 4 bolts and nuts back here that go on the outside of the frame. We'll show you what that looks like once we get those off. Get the boat seats out of the way. Yeah, the seats are not my doing. So this piece right here, it sits over top of one of your door seals and then comes up. It also holds in this panel back here. This panel is 2 different pieces. Well, back here it is. There's like a little cut back here, so you can get it around the seatbelt retractor. And there's sometimes bolts in this side, but you know, weight reduction, you don't need those. You just pull it around the seatbelt without breaking it, or it's out. And then that gives you access to down here. Yeah, there is 1, 2, you won't be able to see down there, but three different holes where the soft top mounts on each side. So it's the same for each side. She'll get a little bit of better view over here. Top one out. Now those parts are rubber, so depending on how old yours are, they might deteriorate, but let's hope that's not the case. Seal down. And then that's not noise. Here's that second piece I was talking about that goes behind. The other side, it's just not present at the moment. Get this. And pull it up to the side. That's it. So you can have access to those 3 bolts down there. So these are what the bolts look like. I think these are a 12mm, and then they will feed in through these 3 holes back here. The soft top has like a welded nut in the skeleton, so you'll just thread it through. I forget which way it goes, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But just these 3 slots down here. And then for the back bolts, you have your weather seal back here, and it goes around the whole back of the car. So just to make this a little easier, I'm going to take this upper parcel carpet out. There is 3 of those plastic tabs like these up in here, and then there is also on this side and that side, there's like Phillips, I don't know what they're called, but they're gonna hold the carpet from coming out. So we're gonna take those out, depending on if you can get yours out or not, because it looks like they got a bit of surface rust on here. Also, for future reference, this is where you would access your fuel pump if you ever needed to change that. It's right under this carpet. There's a little protecting plate under here. And then actually there's the access panel for your fuel pump. And you just throw that on up there. And then you have full access to your weather seal. Yeah, these are 10. Sorry, that was a little...
You have to lower the volume in that.
Yeah, headphone warning. Stuff we're talking about in this video isn't going to line up with exactly when the videos are posted because the timelines are going to be a little out of order, but you guys will still be able to enjoy it. Now, there are one on each side down here where you won't be able to get impact down, so you'll have to use a ratchet. Not a big deal, just stops you, slows you down for a second. It's kind of dirty up here. Also, another important fact to know is down here. These are for the water to go down. These are your rain rails. And they're very important to clean out because if you don't clean those out...
Ooh, hold on.
They're dirty, aren't they?
Yeah, you can see.
Well, that's a leaf.
Yeah.
The previous owner cleaned them out before. But your rockers will rust out. But that is simple as that, pulling those off.
This weather strip has to sit down in here, underneath, behind this, down in here. And then this whole piece will just kind of drop in. And you want to make sure... Do you have your flashlight?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that this is sitting on top of that bolt right there, so that then you can put those other bolts
through the
backside down into those holes in there. And it should work out fine because this just drops in here, and then the other side will drop in the same way, and it should just fit in there. Now the rest of it we're going to put in after, so it's kind of sitting on top right now, which you could do that to make it a little easier for you, and then after you put this up, that will go down underneath there.
Then the bolts for it are 12 millimeter. Now there's 3 per side, but like I said, I don't know where the other... I'm missing a bolt. I don't know if it was missing one to begin with or if I lost it, but it's not that big of a deal. Click, torque to spit. So we'll just repeat that same process on this side, but instead of 3, I only have 2. Not the biggest deal in the world. Okay, this is where it gets kind of uncomfortable, but you're gonna put this back up here. Make sure you feed it around each side where it originally belongs. Flashlight. It's just carpet, so you don't gotta be scared about breaking it. Blinding the camera. Okay, so the way this goes up here is, so you have your carpet, and then the soft top goes first. This rain seal goes first, and then it's these metal brackets, and then last it is the carpet. So it's soft top, the metal brackets, and then carpet. So in this part, we're gonna not do a time lapse just so you guys can listen and see a little bit better. So the soft top's in first, and then next is gonna go these trim pieces to hold the soft top in. So we'll just line it up and we'll just hand tighten the nuts just to hold it in place for now. And then we'll go by and tighten everything.
And if we did not make this clear before, it definitely helps if you have more than one person.
Yes, definitely. You tighten the couple that you have on, it'll pull it tighter, so then it'll be easier to hand thread all of the other ones. It is really hot in this car. Don't mind my hair, it's a mess. After your middle piece is installed, you can go ahead and do the driver's side and passenger side ones that go back here. And remember, you are going to have to use a ratchet for the very back one. The impact will not fit back there. Speaking from experience, because this is like the 5th one I've done.
So we've ended up putting the carpet back in. Got all the nuts put on all these little bolts that go in through here to tighten down those black brackets that hold the weather strip in. So now that the carpet's back in here, we still have to put all those little black caps in the holes where the carpet is back there.
Yes.
But right now he's putting these
Don't forget those.
These caps back in the corners to kind of help solidify everything down. And so once you get all that done, you can put, like I said, put those little black caps in there and then tuck these up in there, which those fit in little channels once you get those tucked up in there.
A little advice, crack the soft top and lift it about halfway up, and it'll be easier to tuck it in the channel.
Yes, yeah, if you lift the soft top up a little, it's easier to put those tucked back in there. But once you put those clips back in, then the carpet should be tightened down and you should be good.
Okay, now this is what it should look like on the inside when it's all done. We're missing a couple clips.
Yeah, there's a couple missing down here. So you should have some more down here, but there's only one down here because there's just missing a few on the specific one. But
and then we should be able to open it up all the way and put these trim pieces on that we took off in the beginning of the video. So we'll go real nice and easy. Make sure everything is not fighting you. And then you should be able to just like that.
Soft top is lowered back, and see it's tucked up all the way in here, bolted to here, where it needs to be, and all fit and finished that way.
Quote of the day: stickers sell cars. They do. Okay, just like this split back here, you have to kind of spread it to get around the back of the seat belt. Not a big deal. Just be careful because the plastic can be brittle. What do we call it on? Oh, bottom. You want to feed the bottom end first. And then spread that. Alright, we'll open the door a little bit. This panel under here gets tucked under here. So these are just little tabs that you can kind of pull up. And then back here you have this guide. It'll guide you in this hole back here. And then clip into place. And then make sure your weather seal is above both of them. And then push it down according to height. This guy, I need to tuck that carpet in too. And then that's the the inner side of the panel. We might not be able to get this in with the soft top down, but these will go right into here. We'll lift this up real quick. Yeah, there's no way. I'll have to get in there and if you do have defrost, make sure your wire's out of the way. And oh, I see. There's another guide pin back on the back of right here that needs to go in its spot. Down, there we go. Now it's nice and seated. We should be able to. Yeah, they're gonna have screws, but my car doesn't have that. So that's that. Then you can't forget your caps. This should be your last step. Yeah. Oh no, this would go on if I have the right side, which I might not. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a little rubber piece right here. Kind of want to tuck it underneath. There we go. Underneath this little trim piece for the seal back here. And then you can put your screw in up here and then back here, which we'll do right now. The normal Phillips will go up top. And then this, let me just get this in real quick. This rivet piece, some of them have tonneau covers or a clip in here and then wrap around the whole back of the car. That's why these ones look the way they do. Then this one should. There we go. That's that. We'll repeat on the drivers. That, Okay, so that will conclude a soft top tutorial. Let's clip it into place.
Oh, yeah, trim this if you got.
Oh, we're gonna. Don't. There we go. Let's go around. That needs cleaned. Ooh, this is gonna be
perfect.
We're gonna have to adjust. Right here, there we go. There's this little plastic clip. And then you can adjust this right here. Left or right, tight or loose. And that will seat if you have a hard top or a soft top. It'll work for either or. And it'll seat up to the clip up there. So you can not lose your soft top or hard top. That basically wraps up the installation of a soft top. There's not much else to it besides adjusting your latches according, but if you did everything correctly, it should look something like this. Thanks for watching and enjoy installing your soft top.